Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you all are doing well. So, we're going to do an all signs check-in. We're going to start off at Aries and go all the way down to Pisces. So, we're going to get right into it. So, Aries, my friends, let's see what we have for you. We have the Death in reverse. We have the Seven of Stencils, the Three of Buckets, Nine of spray cans to clarify that. The Eight of spray cans to clarify the Seven of stencils. And as I was doing that, I went like this, right? And this is my sign for steps. And I feel like it's like, I want to say patience is a virtue. Okay. This is planting a seed and knowing that over time, it's going to grow into something. All right. This is possibly having like, I want to say it's changing your perspective on things that grow over time. Okay. This is instead of instant gratification, this is knowing that things that take time. We have the Ten of Brushes in reverse. This is wanting to give up on it too. Like having that inner urge to like release the work that gets put into whatever it is that we're talking about here. It can be finances, work, relationships with friends, possibly, because we have the Three of Buckets up here too. But this is wanting to like quit and give up on something that you put a lot of time and effort into. I want to be like, you are fully aware that time, like things over time pay off. Okay. But this is wanting to give up on something. Because before in the past, we have the Death in reverse and the Justice. This is having a hard time getting like, how do I say this? Letting go. This is to the Nine of Buckets. This is been like a triggered moment. This is a hard time letting go something that's like really like close to you, near and dear to you. Like this happened to me recently, right? It was like something to do with work, and I got upset, and I was like, it's just the core issue of the problem, right? It's near and dear to my heart, and it means a lot to me, and I feel like someone is stepping at me right now for it, and I don't appreciate it, and I don't want to get angry and get mad. Like there's no need to be that way, right? And instead of giving up and just quitting, just knowing that like put time and effort into that. I've been here a while. There's no reason to give up, right? The Three of Buckets in reverse to the Nine of spray cans. To the Four of stencils. What's up with that? This is not wanting to be around people, wanting to like this, like a very scarce mindset, okay, with a lot of overthinking of the scarcity of like no friends, no money. All right. To the Two of spray cans. And it's just, I feel like when you think about it, it becomes a belief, and then all of a sudden you have to make a decision. You know what I mean? Of like, is this how I'm thinking and going to stay in this mindset of, right? It could be like you're at a point where you're not seeing a payoff, and you're not seeing like a give back. So it's making you kind of retreat and not want to be, I want to be like all up in it. All right. Wanting to like let it go. Okay. The Eight of stencils. Patience. I just hear patience. And then I go back up to the Seven of stencils because it's right here. It's just kind of where I put it. I kind of put the cards down where I'm told to, where I feel to, and then it leads me. And that's how I read, right? And it's kind of like learning to continue to have the patience, because in the beginning, at the very beginning of this reading, I was like, you know, and you're aware and you're trying to change that mindset and you're learning to like do so. And it's like putting yourself back into, there's time spent here and there is effort put in, you know what I mean? And it's changing your perception. So you want to go back to the lack mindset, but this is you changing the way you think and turning it into a positive. All right. One more and then we're moving on. This is just really wanting to give up on something that you've put, like, I feel like you're not feeling like a payout from something that you've put in, or like you've planted a plant and it's like my daughter has this pumpkin that's just not growing a pumpkin, and we put tons of time and effort into it. It's just not growing a pumpkin. It's because it's in a little pot. It wasn't like given the right means to grow and flourish. You know, we took care of it. It's alive. It grew a couple pretty flowers. You know what I mean? But and just learning from that next year, putting in more time and effort, but knowing that, like, we grew a plant, though, you know what I mean? Like, kept it alive the whole time. The Ace of Buckets. Like, I feel like it's like showering love on it, you know what I mean? And love will make it grow, okay? Instead of looking negative at it, looking at the positive of it, because I feel like this is what you're meant to do and you love it, okay? It's something that's like a soul connection. It makes you feel like warm and fuzzy inside. I know that's said in the Four of Buckets. It makes you not like, I feel like other people are offering you, you know, like it could be job offers or date offers or whatever fucking offer it is, but you're not really taking it, right? Because you feel as though that itself is less than, and you know that you have put time and effort into something that will pay off in the end. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Patience is a virtue in this one. You know what I mean? I don't see anything really bad happening, but I feel as though it's like not the best time of the growth, okay? It's like that little waiting period where you're like, say you're growing a pumpkin and you're like, I could really use a pumpkin right now because tis the season, you know what I mean? Like, but patience, because I feel like it will pay off, and it's just learning how to go back to that mindset of good things take time. All right. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, but we're going to move the fuck on to Taurus. Taurine. What do we have for Taurus? Please and thank you. Four of Swords. Eight of Coins. Halfway there in the world. To the Fool. Five of Swords. That's a feeling of starting all over again and not wanting to. But in the middle representing you is the Eight of Coins to the Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're studying words that were said in a fight, so you can resolve the fight. This is this is like being smart and cunning on something. Like truth, you want to know the truth, you can't handle the truth. Oh, facts. It is what it is, you know. And this is no, you know what the fuck you said. That's all I heard. Yeah, you know what the fuck you said. To the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this is like your inner vibration of what you like now. This is like someone trying to tell you that you said something that you would never say, you know, like that's not how I talk. You know what I mean? Or something like that's just not who I am. So it's you going back through and being like, these are not the words that I said. Facts. Look at that. And it's going to resolve the fight because this is who you are. And it's like truth prevails in this one, okay? In the past, you have the Four of Swords and the Five of Coins. That's some low-ass... That's like sick and tired. Sick and tired vibes. Now, what did I tell my daughter? She said, I'm sick and tired of something. And I was like... you are, it's weird verbiage for her, right? So I knew it wasn't like something that she's saying, all right? And I was like, we have to watch our words, you know what I mean? It was just be, mindful of what you say. And when we don't want to say we're sick and tired of something, just be like, I don't like this, so I'm going to change it. We don't want to get to the point of where we're sick and tired of it. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. This is like, then it just depletes. Your cup is like kicked over and emptied. Okay. And the Nine of Coins. The World in reverse to the Fool in reverse. Now, this is not wanting to start over again. Nine of Coins is like being, you could do it financially. You could do it financially, but this is having a hard time letting go of the way things were in the past so you can start a new beginning, right? Of self, like, sufficiency. It's having a hard time letting go of, like, being sick and tired of it. Getting into it so deep that you're so into it that you're just, like, just completely spent. And now it's, like, I feel like it's, like, this like, you're getting into arguments with someone who likes to manipulate and twist your words into saying shit that isn't what you would say ever. So they, you know what I mean? The High Priestess in reverse. Classy, I know. The High Priestess in reverse to the Ace of Cups in reverse. And just the Hermit in reverse. Oh my God. I feel like you feel like you're depleted completely into it, like, and it's like kind of, I feel like it comes out in jabs here and there, possibly. You know, when you turn resentful towards a person because you're not liking how they're making you feel or the things that are coming up. It's just you're feeling depleted and depleted and depleted. So it's like hiding it down and pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down. But I feel like you're going to snap because I feel like you're just like, no, you don't want to start a new beginning. So you're like staying in it. You're just staying in it and allowing it to happen. And instead you're just going to go back through and like be like proving your point consistently. Like, I feel like you're defending yourself consistently over and over and over again. So I'm going to pull one more and then moving the fuck on. The Nine of Wands. This is like putting in a fight. This is like, I just heard the dog days like work. This is tough. This is work. And 9-9. Self to the Fool. It's a new beginning of how you could be offered a new job too. Possibly. This also could be like you are offered a better job, a new job that is going to like do you some good. And it's that, I don't know if I could, because you know when you're stuck in a job, possibly that you don't like, but it's comfortable and it pays your bills and all that shit. Blah, blah, blah. This could be your relationship. I don't know what situation is, but you're comfortable in it. And then you're offered something new that is going to like, it's going to work for you. It's going to make you self-sufficient and be able to this could be working for yourself possibly because of like the selves and the Fool. This is a new beginning. Like going off on your own. Possibly. Who knows? I don't know. But this is like the Eight of Wands. That's a lot of momentum too. And this is like once this gets going, it goes. So I want to be like breakthrough. I feel like this is like something, some opportunities are going to come in where like it's going to put you in a different position where I feel like you will feel comfortable with yourself. It won't be a constant fight, all right? You just have to allow it in and don't resist it, because I do see that you are digging your heels in big time with it, because it's like a whole new world. Dazzling place I never knew. Alright. I let the song go off until it stops. And it stopped at indescribable feelings. Oh, and then it repeated indescribable feelings over, over, indescribable feelings. Now, the universe doesn't respond. I mean, yes, our words are huge. Yes, I know. But what it really responds to is your vibration. It vibrates off your vibration. Okay? So, that's what you're going to manifest. That's what you really believe, and what you're feeling in the moment is going to come back at you like the boomerang. All right? So, allow these good things to come in. Don't resist them. Allow them to come in. All right, I love you. We're going to move back on. We're going to move on to Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Gemini. What are we going to do? Let's use this one. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. It's 2 peacocks. And a snake. Snake and a peacock. Two snakes. 2 snakes and 2 peacocks. 2 peacocks, 2 snakes. I keep on looking at that. There's more. 2 snakes, 2 peacocks. Okay? Look at something that's come down. I feel like a polarity. But anyways, the Strength in reverse representing you. The Lovers, polarity. All right. The 5 of Pentacles. And when I say polarity, there's like a positive and a negative charge to every atom, right? To every light, there's dark kind of thing. 8 of Chalices. All right. All right. I feel like you're playing stupid. And I know that sounds mean or whatever, but I feel like you're playing dumb on something. You're holding back how smart you really are. Because something sucks, right? And like something sucks, and like everything has to change. I feel like if you let it out. All right. It could be, and I also got it as like an spiritual kind of thing. But like intuition and how strong it is, and I feel like you're just starting to notice that the more you listen to it, the more right you are, and that like it's like trippy. So it's like holding back, listening to your inner self and your inner like wisdom, because of how life-changing it'll be. It's like a born-again feeling, you know, when people find God and all of a sudden their life changes. That's what this is. All right. The Wheel of Fortune to the 8 of Chalices. This is walking away from it. This is walking away from it consistently, like seeing it and then walking away from it, seeing it and then walking away from it, right? Because it's not ready. You're not ready for it. Okay. The universe will throw the same situation and scenario in your face over and over and over and over and over again, and for you to better yourself, all right? And whether we notice it and take that opportunity is completely up to us, because we are creatures of choice. And it doesn't hate you for or look down upon you for not noticing it. All right? It'll just give it to you again in another way that maybe you'll notice this time. You know what I mean? But your intuition consistently telling you to walk away from things. All right? To To the King of Swords, universal truth speaker. This guy just knows. If I was going to be a king or queen, it would be of the swords. Because they just know things. They're smart. They do not lie. Right? They read body language. He reads body language. He's very, like, sharp with his words. To the fucking point. It is what it is. This is a fact. Alright? And he just knows things. Like, he's just tapped in. Alright? And I feel like... you know as well that, like, this is... It could be, like, one of these pattern things that's showing up. And it's just, like, you're going back, looking back in your past and being like, I know this is a pattern, and I see this and everything, and and you're having a hard time changing it because you know that your life is going to change forever if you do. And then I look over here, and we have the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify that. The Five of Wands. I feel like this is like... that's too argumentative. Let's put it that way. This is like fighting over money. Fighting over money. With very passionately. Possibly with like a romantic partner. Someone who comes in like... and then just like fighting with them about money. To the King of Wands in a work. And oh, this just like went weird. It went from, it's like, I feel like you're manifesting in another fucking asshole or something like that. That, like, you know, this is kind of like, I don't want to say this. It's like manifesting, like, you know how like a narcissist is really sexy sometimes, you know what I mean? And they just draw you in, and you're like, God damn. And then they get you by the fucking balls, and then they fuck with you, and they manipulate you, and they fucking, and they play you. This is your intuition telling you you're gonna play yourself, Holmes. Like, he's bad when he's up, bro, because he knows what he's doing. He's fully aware of how to play you and how to get to you and how to start a fight with you. Alright. I feel like you're just gonna get yourself into another, like, same old situation if you don't listen to your intuition. And you're fighting everything inside of you to listen to it, but you know you're fucking right. So, unless if you want to repeat the same old patterns with a different person... You know what I mean? Like, the Eight of Wands. This is rushing into things too fast as well. Going in, like, that's a whirlwind of shit. That's like all of a sudden, like, someone coming in, swooping you off your fucking feet, and you're like, ooh, romance, and then all of a sudden fights about money come up. So... and you're holding back the fact that you don't want to change. Like, I feel like it's because... I just heard my mama told me, because the Hierophant, it's like lessons your mother taught you or something like that. And it's like holding back your instinct to, like, do what your mom would say or something. Alright, the Three of Swords. Have thick skin to what other people say. You were ignoring what you... I want to be like, you were ignoring what your mother would say. I'm going to tell you. And you're not even like, no, you're like going to jump in it because you're very passionate about it and you love it. Very, very passionate about it. Very, very, lots of love towards this. So I'm not trying to like talk shit about it at all. But like, I see fights over money. You know, that's fighting over money. And you ignoring your intuition because you're afraid it's going to change your whole life. Even though you know, like, there's something here telling you to walk the fuck away from it. Just like before. You know what I mean? Like, it's like... a relationship that you're like starting to get into, and like you see, like you're like, you know, you're comparing yourself to the last relationship you were in, and like being like, I remember seeing all this shit, not doing anything about it, and then getting into it, and then it was too late, and now we're fighting over money and all this shit. You know what I mean? And so if you're getting these little intuitions to not get into it and not go towards stuff, don't ignore it. Listen to it. Because I feel like if you don't listen to it, you're just gonna end up manifesting the same bullshit, the same fights over finances, which is just silly. You know, like, that's not what a relationship should be about. So I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way, but we're gonna move the fuck on. Anyways. Cancer. Alright, messages for my Cancer gang. Having a real hard time letting something go. It's like a drug. That world. Hierophant in reverse. Strength in reverse. Very similar. Woo! Jeez. Cancer. Cancer. All major arcana. Cancer. All major. 6 major arcana. Okay. So if I get like 2 or 3, that's my sniper spirits in the house. And I just heard you are a spirit. That's gorgeous. Alright. Well, in the middle representing you is the Hierophant in reverse. That's inner wisdom. Alright. To the moon. Alright. So this is like dimensional. Okay. This is connecting to other realms. Alright. This one's gonna be weird. Alright. Big facts. Alright. This is like connecting to other realms. Connecting to other selves. Alright. Possibilities, knowing that there's infinite possibilities out there and you just need to vibrationally match up to it. Okay. The 4 of spray cans in reverse. It's hitting a wall and being like, I want to say you're like maintaining. I just heard a spiritual balance. Okay. In the past, you had a hard time letting go of things that like where you did dirty. Okay. This is lingering on it and not letting it go. The 7 of stencils. It's putting a lot of time and effort into lingering on bullshit that you should just let go. Where people like, it's like, you've been around for a long time and how you gonna do me like that? And being stuck on it. Your inner instinct is telling you that's gonna make you sick if you keep on doing that shit. That's how disease builds up in our body, is when we over worry about things, right? All right. Now, there's the strength in reverse is social justice, and the hangman, another major arcana. Damn. Shit. This is like putting yourself out there and not holding back to the social justice, and that's like Banksy vibes of like through your artwork, okay, and taking a social stance, saying something that everyone can get behind, all right, by putting yourself out there and being, I want to be like, and just sacrificing yourself for the greater good of things when you normally would have held yourself back. All right. The sun. Holy shit. Again, this is going to put you in such a high vibrational spot. Like, whatever. I keep on hearing you are spirit. Like, I keep on hearing you are spirit. You are spirit. It's a very surrounding yourself with high vibrational people. I see a lot of good stuff going on right now. Don't linger, all right? And I do want to say you have put time and effort into something here, the High Priestess in reverse. And I feel like there's things that are going to start coming to the surface that you possibly didn't know about, secrets and stuff like that. I want to be like, with these situations that you've gotten upset over in the past, that you had a hard time letting go of, all right? And it's like teaching yourself how to let go of it. And once you let go of it, the answers of like bits and pieces of things that you didn't know come to the surface. All right. I want to say making you feel better. All right. All right. One more and then I'm going to move on. The death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are spirit. All right. This is holy crap. When, like, love is a drug, be addicted to that shit. And I know this is just, like, being, like, having a hard time letting go of the good vibration. This is not being able to let go of the good vibration, not being able to let go of the, like, the high vibrational people. Once you get them, that's it. You're gonna treasure them. That's it. I want to be like, this is being engulfed by, like, the good. All right? And it's... Now... The sister brushes in reverse. I want to say there's, like, to every light there is a dark, there is a little dark here. You know what I mean? Like, the whole being, like, hitting a wall and being tired. And this is possibly learning how to, it could be, like, dealing with the way you deal with how you get tired possibly may not be the healthiest and possibly is something that you need to work on, because that is how illness is created, right? And I feel like it's learning how to change your diet and all that and the things that you do so you can fully cleanse yourself, but like bringing all those things, like it's like, and my diet too, but I like pizza, you know what I mean? So it's kind of getting, you know, really, really lifted, really, really high up, but there is always going to be something. Okay, let me just, not everything can be 100% fabulous 100% of the time. And this is definitely saying that there's going to be times where you're just feeling depleted and you have to, like, take a break, because it could be also, like, cancers are intuitive as fuck and spiritual as fuck. And like, when we start being in this manner of being so, like, so directly getting messages from, like, spirit or whatever the fuck you want to say, or your intuition. I like to, like, be like, your intuition, that's spirit too as well. Like, sometimes you need a break and sometimes you need to take some downtime, and that's perfectly okay. Okay, like, go out, get some soup, sip on some soup, and take a chill minute, you know, and that's fine, because I feel like, goodness gracious, you're in a good spot right now. And I love, like, holy major arcana, literally, I love it. So good for you. This is just definitely just being like, things are really good, and just make sure that, you know, when you feel tired, nap and know when you've had enough, because I feel like you may not know. You may not see it because you're so passionately driven to do stuff like this that you will, like, hit a wall and then make yourself sick, right? Like, I just took a fucking 2-month break from tarot because of that. It's very, like, that. Take a break when you need to. Go back at it. It's not a bad thing. Just know when you need to. Alright, anyways. Moving fuck on to Leo. Leo. That's her bottom of the deck. Look, Judgment. Jeez, the 3 coins to the Judgment. Alright. Queen of Swords in reverse to the Palace of Coins. 10 of Cups in reverse to the King of Swords in reverse. If I was going to be King and Queen, it would be the Swords. Here they are. Alright, in the middle, representing you, is the Queen of Swords to the Palace of Coins. Alright. I feel like this is like, you know, when you're running, when you're the boss and you have to make the rules and you have to like lay the law down. This is laying the law down in a real bitch ass way, and just being like, and you're not wrong. You are right. It is what it is. It's coming from your heart, and this is one of these things where it's like, it's a cold heart though at this point, and it's like bills are being paid and everything is doing good, but I feel like there's something there that's making you cold. Okay, the Two of Wands. Something's not changing. Things are not changing. You see the crazy. I want to say you see the crazy. But nothing's changing. Nothing is changing. The Three of Coins, the Judgment, and the past is collaborating with working on your own ascension, your own evolution, you know. I was just gonna say it's like going to church. This is a big, and then I got the Faith in reverse. This is like God Squad kind of feeling. And when I started putting this all out, I was like, God is up in, like, I don't want to be like God, but like Spirit's up in the house on this reading, because like Cancer just had 10 major arcana come out. All right, if I get 3 or more, it means the Spirit's in the house. They had 10. Okay. So this is freaking insane. What are the odds of that? All right. So this is collaborating with very, very spiritual people in the past, and then like being like, I don't know about this. So this could be also, so it's like going to Catholic school. Lots of people who go to Catholic school when they're young turn into atheists, just like myself. I went to Catholic school in kindergarten at 1st grade, and then I turned into an atheist because it was pushed onto me in like such a weird manner. And when I questioned things, I was like, virgin birth? Wait a minute, science. Like, and I would get in trouble for that. And I was in kindergarten, like, and it was right in the 80s where like nuns couldn't beat us anymore, but boy howdy did they want to. And I was the one that was like questioning their faith and all their shit, and like, so like it's like being in that possession. So I had like this resentment towards them, so I was like, I turned into an atheist, and then I went from atheist into realizing that you know, everything goes back to the word, right? It's in the Bible. It's in every religion, and the word is love, right? And there are rule books. Apparently, people have taken it and made rule books. You know what I mean? So it's no. This is not really liking the people that you're around, and it's kind of being an asshole to them. So I feel like it's kind of like getting it. Right. I want to be like, you're at a point where you get it. Okay. And now you're kind of just saying the universal truths. Okay. This is how it is. You know, reading body language. Like, I just want to be like, science is just, and if people can't get behind the science, then you don't, I feel like you can't get behind them. All right. This is funny. To the Three of Cups, you can't get behind them. And this is turning into a complete, like, I feel like you have nothing but facts to say, but this is saying it in a really assholey, bitter way. And I feel like you don't know how to, I want to be like, you don't know how to say it any other way. All right. And I want to say that I keep on hearing it's not that you don't believe in the meta, all right, which means the unseen stuff. It's not like you don't believe in that, but I feel like I just heard the rule book is crazy, all right? Now, you could be very religious too. You could be very, very religious and just not liking, you could be clashing with someone who has like, you know, like a different opinion than you. It could be that. And you guys like see eye to eye and have like the same religion, same religious viewpoints or something like that, but you're just, something's not Some's not. This is my sign for keeping a secret. It's the Wheel of Fortune. You feel as though this is happening to you, not for you, because it's in reverse. This is giving you anxiety and you're not even talking about it. There could be third-party shit in the past, too, that you're not talking about. This kind of feels like a relationship where morals or something isn't, not morals, because I feel like you're on the same page, like same religious whatever, but you feel as though it's not really. I feel like possibly like some third party kind of something has happened and you felt like you had no choice but to do so. Like, whoops, slipped down on my dick kind of thing, or vice versa, I slipped down on his dick, you know, like however it goes, or whatever it may be. But whoops, you know what I mean? It happened to you, not for you, and I don't know. This is getting weird. One more. The Lovers. This is someone who's like, let me clarify that. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's very jealous. Like, you're connected with them. And they're there. And like, there's a third party thing going on now. I definitely, there's twice now that this has said this. There's third party shit. Third party, 3 people, third party, like everywhere. All up in the shit. Alright? It's just not enjoying the connection and being a fucking asshole and cutting it the fuck off. One more and then I'm moving fuck on. The Two of Swords, and that is a heart in reverse. This is not being able to make that decision, but knowing that's like a decision that, like, if there is third party things going on and such like that and whatever, and you're not loving the connection, you don't want to be around them, you feel like you are just being an asshole to them every time you talk to them, and you're not wrong. Think about that, okay? This is making hard decisions. Now again, like, this person is like, it's a matching suit. You see, like, there's something there that obviously, like, there's love. You also have the Lovers card. There's something there that is drawing you guys to each other. But it's like, I feel like you don't feel like you're friends anymore. Or family at that. Like, so the Three of Cups. I don't know. To the King of Coins. That's a good, okay, so that balances out the masculine and the feminine energy, those right there. And he's the one everyone looks up to make the decisions and is the grounding energy, all right? This is once you decide what you need to do and just, I feel like it's like once you finally fucking snap and like talk to a friend possibly with the Three of Cups, you're gonna make like a grounding decision that everyone like abides by, you know what I mean? Because like, it's your wishes. Okay? So, I hope that made sense. We're moving the fuck on to Virgo. The first one that I got told to do an oracle card for. Might be because it's Virgo season. Happy Virgo season. These are all timeless, but still, it's in the energy of you, Virgo. Balance, throat, and heart. Okay. This is my say what you mean and mean what you say card. Balancing what your heart means and having it come out your face the right way. Exactly how your heart meant. This is like heartfelt poetry. Okay. Yeah, and I heard emotion after I said poetry. In motion is, and then I heard emotion, so I had to say it. It's not stopping either, because I just said it. Usually if I don't say it, if something's repeating, in my head I have to say it. Because if not, it's spirit telling me a message, and as soon as I say it, it stops. This is saying poetry in motion over and over and over and over and over again, and then it turned into emotion, 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 emotion. It flows like the ocean. 4 chalices, the 8 of swords in reverse, the 9 of chalices in reverse, the Ace of wands, the 3 of wands in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. In the middle representing you is the 8 of swords, the 3 of wands in reverse. That's very, like, polar, okay? And I know I said that a couple times tonight, but this is like being able to change your perspective on something and the way you think to the 3 of wands, but not being able to change your actions, okay? Not being able to change the way that you do something. This is being stuck in a box and not being able to climb out. Clarify that. The Queen of Wands. It's Beyonce vibes. Very, very in the limelight. Fire. You know, fire. In the feminine. Like being very, very passionate. In the past, we have the 4 chalices and the Fool in reverse. For the Ace of chalices. I feel like in the past, you had like a soulmate or something. Like, this is like a lover, right? This is someone who you're very, very, very connected with. The 4 chalices is not accepting any of their offers. The Fool in reverse, and it's like being naive, being, I want to say the word ignorant and not accepting any offers. And when I say ignorant, I mean not knowing anything on a subject, right? Not knowing better, right? Not knowing enough information to make a solid decision on something. Ignorant to the subject. When it's not an insult, okay? I'm not using it as an insult. It is just being like not knowing better, and then not accepting any offers of like the Ace of chalices, of like something that's gonna make you fulfill your cup and make you like you're gonna love it. It could be a job offer, it could be a friendship, it could be like a new beginning to go off and with romance. Who knows? Like, it's just something that like you didn't know any better, but this is like good for you. Okay, this is the 8 of swords again in reverse. It's like having a way of thinking and then changing your perspective and changing your life forever. Now, to the 3 of wands, but not knowing how to do the actions to get there. To the Queen of wands, and this is having a very, very in your face kind of like energy of, I want to be like running shit, because I always see sometimes when I see the Queen of wands, she's in a DJ booth, she's at a club, and she is like the DJ, and she's like all eyes on her, and she's just doing her thing. Her pages are off, being her bouncers and her knights, you know, and take her eyes, and they go off and do their work, and they always come back, and she's in front of the whole audience, like doing her thing, right? Now, to the 9 of chalices in reverse, to the Ace of wands in reverse. Something's not working out anymore, and I feel like you feel depleted. The King of chalices in reverse. We have this is I feel like you're kind of like in a regret mode. This is not being emotionally intelligent to your emotions and letting yourself react to it, because you're not emotionally good with yourself. All right. Possibly because you didn't make it work. I have 2 aces, and it's like it didn't manifest the way that you expected. Look at this. Look at that. Didn't manifest the way you expected, and it's you reacting to that. And to the 2 of pentacles in reverse, it's dropping it. It's like getting overwhelmed, and then just on one subject, and then dropping every subject around you, because like it's a straight depression kind of feeling. It's a straight depression, and when you just like let everything go. So to the 9 of pentacles, this is it. And then focusing on work, being self-abundant. Balance, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. the Knight of Chalices. This is go forth with your heart on your sleeve. And this is, again, with this is talking about it. And I feel like if this is a person who ever rejected it before, this is a person you have rejected in the past before, they will understand, because there's definitely love there. There's like the Ace of Chalices. Just talk about it. Say what's really on your mind. Tiny elephants, and that's like changing your perspective, being able to see things in all points of view. So I feel like conversations need to happen of some sort. Conversations of some sort, and when that happens, you know what I mean? Points of views are changed, and then things change. You start feeling, I feel like, feeling like a badass again and in your power. And then you start, I want to be like, then you start making more money as well. Even though you're really focused on your finances, I feel like you'll be like hyper focused on it. And the King of Pentacles. See, I'm not, yeah. Being the one that everyone looks up to, and paying everything, and being financially secure. And that's big dick energy. Anyways, I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. We're going to move the fuck on to Libra. Libra. Four of Coins, the Lovers, the Devil, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Coins, and the Strength. Have the Hierophant right there too. I got a new attitude. That's so funny. The Lovers in reverse is needing to honor and love thyself. Alright? This is needing a new plan with the Knight of Coins. This is like a new you. Alright? And rediscovering how to love a new you. You could have loved your old you, but when we start changing, and it's rediscovering yourself and changing the way you do your system and how you show self-love. There's the 10 of Coins and the 8 of Cups, both in reverse. This is wanting to walk away from a situation because I feel like you're losing money. Your instinct is to walk away. And whenever the 8 of Cups in reverse comes up, it's like, should I stay or should I go? And I always say, go and assess the situation. So you're not making a decision in the moment. You can stop, think about it, and then go back if you want to, or stay away. It's all up to you. But at least you have a clear mind. You're not thinking about it, making a decision right in the moment. All right. But I feel like you're trying to possibly come up with a new way to make money, to honor yourself. All right, if that makes sense. All right, because you could be doing something right now where that you're not feeling so great about it. All right, the 4 of Coins to the Strength. I feel like you possibly could have just gotten into whatever you're doing because you owed money, and it's like the way to like hold back that beast of debt. Okay, to the Fool in reverse. This is the being very, very naive to the subject and not knowing what you're getting into. This is like a whole new world, and it's not the greatest of the worlds. And I feel like now you're stuck in this whole like self-love of like, should I stay? Should I go? What's best for me? I need to honor and love myself. This is the Devil to the Knight of Wands. This is being addicted to like badass low vibrating behavior, like drugs, player. This is my player action. Being addicted to being a player. To the 4 of Coins, and that's the fucking I feel like it's just getting you I want to be like robbed. And I don't know why, but I feel like it's getting you robbed. All right. The World is ending of a cycle, so a new one can begin. Whatever kind of thing that you're in right now, if you feel like you deserve better than this, you do. If you're ever like I don't think I deserve that. You deserve better then. Okay? Whatever you're in right now is just it's an addictive kind of vibe because it's something that possibly did get you out of debt. All right? And I feel like you knew nothing about it too when you got into it. So it's like not knowing anything about a subject and then it works out. You know what I mean? And you gain momentum from it. But then this is like honoring and loving yourself, wanting to walk away from it, kind of losing money off of it now, needing a new plan, right? Like the Knight of Coins is having a strict plan, crossing your T's, dotting your I's. And then when it's in reverse, it's like, I need a new fucking plan, all right? And this is being very addicted to the way things were and holding back. This is trying to, you could have an addiction too, and then having it like rear its dirty head, coming out, now, trying to let go of it. Like say you have a drinking habit or something like that, or a drug problem, and then being like, I deserve better than this, and cutting it out and trying to better yourself, and then it like a couple months into it, you're like, this little fucking devil in the back of your head's like, go do drugs and drink. And you're like, no. You know what I mean? It's ending that cycle because this is like player action. You know it's no good for you. You know, to the world upright. This is you being like, I'm going to start anew. One more and then I'm going to move on. The Four of Swords in reverse is making you sick. That's just like, it's you're sick and tired of it. It's making you sick. All right, hitting a wall with it, needing daily meditation as well to get the devil out. So it's just self-love. It's not always easy. Them vices, though, and we all have them. All right, anyways, I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. We're gonna move back on to Scorpio. Scorpio. I always say Rufio, from Hook. Rufio. Scorpio. All right, Scorps. The Mama of Stencils. Oh, baby. To the 10 of Buckets and the 5 of Spray Cans in reverse. The 9 of Stencils. I did that in a really weird way. Like, this one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one. It was weird. I don't know. Things I noticed. I'll figure it out. Anyways, 10 of Buckets to the 9 of Stencils. That's my sign for steps. This one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one. The Mama Stencils. The 8 of Brushes. Oh, gosh. Okay, so this is possibly having a whole lot of love for family, not having the money for the family, you know what I mean? This is like, we don't need money, we have love. The Judgment in reverse. This is making bad judgment calls too, financially, but this is like, I don't know, family, and I feel like love will prevail, and you're kind of right on that. The Mama of Stencils to the 8 of Brushes to the Hermit. That's like a single mother vibe. Being alone and independent and having your finances like in check and putting a halt to that to possibly like tend to family. All right. And when you do that, I feel like it's kind of like draining your funds. All right. And it's kind of like, did I make a bad decision here? Did I make a bad decision here? The 5 of Spray Cans, the 8 of Buckets. You could have possibly also gotten into a fight with someone, said some words, and then needing to walk away. And, but it's coming out of the fight because it's 5 of Spray Cans in reverse. So it's like, I feel like in the time of walking the fuck away, maybe the truth of what you have said or something like sunk in a little bit, which is always good. The Moon. Being torn. I feel like whoever you're having words with is family. You possibly could have made a bad financial judgment call or something like that. There could have been a fight. Walked away from it. You just didn't know what to do about it. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be the person who usually has it together, and you're in a vibration like you are the one who's like has it together. You can't have, like, people fall down sometimes as long as you get back up. That's all I have to say. And I feel like that's the essence of this whole reading, is that people fall down, you make fucking mistakes. You could have had it, and you're normally a person who has it together, and you tripped up. And you tripped up, you fell. And it's just like getting into a fight with someone about it and being torn about the fight, walking away from it, and then I want to be like coming back at it and taking your own blame. This is a very mature thing to do. The 9 of brushes to the 5 of brushes. That I feel like that you started the fight yourself. And I saw the High Priestess, and it says, fuck this imperial bullshit. So this is just your own, and the Fool in reverse is making bad decisions and stuff because you don't know any better. Like, this is new to you, alright? And just being like, I feel like you fucked up. So you got into a fight about something, and then you owned your shit. Alright? And you're coming back at it. This is family. They're not gonna, I feel like they're not gonna, like, penalize you for it. To the Magician in reverse. To the Moon. It's also like, I don't want to be like that. I feel like in the time that you're gone to, this person is feeling as though something is missing. All right. And I also want to say that I have to say it because I feel like in the time that you're gone to, I feel like the person feels as though you're doing magic on them. You know, when someone is like, well, they could be thinking about you or something like that. And then they're thinking that you're doing that to them or something. It's just one of those things where you're just like, no, you know what I mean? It's not like that. It's just the fact that the element was missing, therefore you felt that. You know what I mean? However, alright, this is owning your shit, knowing what you've done, the social justice, and it's possibly, getting it out there in a way where, like, I want to say publicly, where it's seen and heard by a lot of people, and it's like relatable because it's like Banks gets himself. He makes statements through his art. Alright. Alright, anyways, moving fuck on. Sagittarius. Hangman. The 4 of Wands. Woo! The Tree of Life. The Page of Cups upright. The 3 of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Swords, alright. In the middle representing you is the 4 of Wands and 3 of Wands. I love this. I like that. I like that energy. These are steps. This is like steps to celebrating and moving on. This is, I feel like it's, you don't know, can't stop, won't stop. And this is being very passionate about it and having a fire under your ass and celebrating the fact that you don't know how to do anything but celebrate and, like, move forward. 10 of Coins at the bottom. This is beautiful energy of just being like, don't do anything. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? The Hangman and the 3 of Swords. This is when you have tried to fix it and you have tried to fucking make it work in the past and put yourself out there and fucking, and just, I want to be like manipulated energy, so you end up getting hurt every time. To the 10 of Cups regarding family, right? This is like possibly looking at things in the past in a bad light. With the 3 of Swords, it's heartbreak and like being like having a perspective of like, I don't know, it's family, it's going to hurt more, all right? And then changing your perspective, because this is celebrating the King of Swords, and this is an honest truth teller. If I was going to be a king, it would be of the swords, because he does not lie. He reads body language. And I feel like you're picking up on the body language of people around you and celebrating that, all right? When, like, of happiness and honesty and truthfulness, okay? This is the path that you are meant to be on. I know that sounds so corny, but it's the tree of life. It's true. The Page of Cups is like getting butterflies in your stomach and being excited like a teenager, like getting ready to go on a date or something, like woo, you know, a flipping hair and all that stuff, and being like, I don't know, I feel like this is how my life's supposed to be, right? You have the decision to make of whether, like, this is the way you want your life to go, in the positive or in the negative. It's really up to you. If you're going to let your family control your heartbreak like that and putting yourself out for your family, even though because you love them and everything, but it's trying to contain the fact that if you focus on the bad, more bad will happen. If you focus on the good, more good would happen. And you can tell, I feel like you can just tell that people are going to get behind you, and that you have made the decision to be excited about the future, even if it doesn't look like it's like perfect. All right. One more. And the Chariot in reverse. That's like no forward movement. That's a broken down beater and deciding to slow down a little bit. Possibly is kind of the vibe, deciding to slow down a little bit and be excited for the future. It's because sometimes we try to rush things. And that's when anxiety comes up and everything, and when that like this could also be like, okay, this is like mad random. This could also be like deciding that you need a new car, and that this one isn't going to work anymore, that it's not in the cards to keep this anymore, and then being excited to get a new one. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's something that I'm getting. And having a hard decision to make, to be like, yo, this isn't gonna work anymore. All right. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a car that's specific for some. It could be a situation that was forward moving and everything, and now it's not. So it's like making the decision to kind of like halt it and being excited about like where it's going to go from there. So if it is a family member or something like that, it's just changing the way you look at shit and noticing like everyone's reaction from it and the forward momentum with it. So, I mean, a couple different things there. But I hope that resonated with you guys. Made you feel some sort of word. Word the fuck on. Capricorn. Cappy. Alright. Alright. We have the moon. Hierophant. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands. I wanted to do this all different, and I'm not going. I'm forcing myself not to. It's funny. I'm going to make it bigger than what it usually is. The Wheel of Fortune. And I just did. That's so funny. There's an extra card here. Anyways, the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Wands. This is not accepting any offers. You're not accepting any crazy. What's the definition of crazy? Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. You're not accepting any of that shit. To the Knight of Cups. Nothing but love. Going forward with love, with your heart on your sleeve. In the past, you've been torn. The Wheel of Fortune, it's like just being thrown in at you all the time, constantly being torn. To the 3 of Cups, third-party situations. Possibly not knowing what to do, like being torn about your friend circle and stuff like that. And just being like, I feel like this is going through a lot of people. And then just coming to and being like, not accepting anyone who is like the past, right? This is wanting to cherish and embrace love, right? To the Hierophant, to the 6 of Wands. This is like, I feel like you have a very smart friend on your hand who is very supportive, very wise. To the 8 of Swords, and I feel like every little thing that they say is in your head, right? And this is stuff that you contemplate on consistently, right? They change your perspective all the time because of the wisdom that they fucking say. It's just like, wow, you know what I mean? To to the Five of Wands in reverse. It gets you from this person, whoever this is. You could go, I want to be like, they're your weed, man. You go to them stressed out. They lay on some smarts to you, and then you feel better. You come out of it. You forgive these fights, these stupid little things. You feel better. To the Knight of Swords, you're ready to fucking jump on it again, and now you have some knowledge behind you. There are 2 knights. This is very immature as well. All right, this is kind of like, I feel like when I say immature, I feel like because of like, it's kind of like a teenager going to like a counselor or something. Not a counselor. I don't know. I want to say like a friend's mom or something like that, and getting all kinds of advice, and then being like, yeah, I'm going back out at it. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm full of knowledge, and I'm gonna go get it. Just seems weird. I don't know. The Emperor in reverse again. It just seems weird. This is narcissistic asshole. This is knowing what you need to do and not stepping up. I feel like a maturity is needed. You need to grow into the wisdom that you're being given. How do I even say that? That's just, I just feel like it's like, we all need advice and everything, but I feel like the wisdom and knowledge that this person is giving you is oneness, all right? Because we are all one. This is common knowledge, and I just looked up and it was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 straight across. We all have this knowledge. This is the inner wisdom shit, all right? This is stuff I know, you know, we know. It's just an inner knowing. And you're like turning to other people for the advice and the knowing. And I just feel like you already know it. It's something that's already within you that you already know. Holy shit, that's so funny. I feel like I have this one Capricorn friend, all right? And I tell him that all the time. This is shit you already know, because it's like, I don't even know how to say this. It's just stuff that is just like encrypted in our DNA that we just fucking know. Like instinctual shit, right? So I feel like you need to give yourself a little bit more credit, all right? To the 2 of Coins. Could be juggling the fact that you, sometimes we're not ready to like step up and accept that we have this like this knowing, right? Of like, sometimes we need to hear it from other people, and that's okay. That's okay. I feel like it's just the person who like helps you kind of see. And then the 3 of Coins in reverse, and does not work well with other. Again, okay, so that's saying that you can do this on your own. And I feel like it's just an instinctual thing having to do with not accepting any other kind of bullshit of like cheating people and lies and dumbass shit. And you know better than this. This is all like basic shit. And I feel like you're turning to someone to tell you, hey, don't accept someone who's fucking other people. You know what I mean? Like, you know that. You know what I mean? It's like that basic. Right? It's just stuff that we should know. All right, but 6 of Cups, too. Exes. Anyways. Exes, and it also can represent love. Who knows? Puppy love. I don't know. Children. Anyways, moving the fuck on to Aquarius. Aqua baby. Ooh, I haven't seen that in a while. Okay. In the middle representing you is the 2 of Buckets and the Brother of Spray Cans. Ooh, when you see it, you want it, you got it. That's jumping on something. That's knowing that your soulmate and jumping on it. To the Judgment in reverse. Don't move too fast, all right? This is like being overwhelmed with the feeling of love and wanting to jump on it, very like knowing. You know when you know, and that's okay. And this is just like holding back a little bit, okay? In the past, I feel like because you've jumped on stuff like that before and it didn't work out and you were fucked over, the forest break hands, yeah, it just didn't work out and it got you sick and tired and hitting a wall, not feeling any good. But I feel like this feeling is coming up again and you're like, eek, because of it. You could have possibly put yourself out there and then got like robbed too. It's like possibly the temperance in reverse, not seeing both sides of the story. I feel like you could have possibly put something like content or something like that and it was stolen or something. You're putting yourself out there and it was taken from you, okay? Something is taken from you big time. And if I curse cross applesauce, it's like money. I feel like when this kind of thing happens, you get through it by art and by getting your point across on, again, a social platform or some sort where it's like, it's where you're saying your point and people get it and it makes sense, okay? And I want to see, like, people who didn't see both sides of the story may possibly see where you're coming from things that have happened in the past where you haven't been able to get it out correctly. And because of the way that you're expressing it now, boom, it's coming across clear now. So, and possibly that you have made bad judgment calls in the past with a soulmate that you jumped on too fast, right? And it's just because you knew it. The Ace of Spray Cans is clear communication. All right, I see humans, but no humanity. All right, this is clear communication and being able to talk back and forth about, like, I want to be at, like, a time in your place where you were just done, spent, didn't see both sides of the story. It could be when you were in poverty and you kept on losing things and losing things and losing things. I feel like you're talking, this is a very therapeutic kind of fucking moment. All right, to the world, it's ending of the cycle so new one can begin. Yeah, and the 4 buckets. Someone could be offering you something and you're like, no, even though you see it and you want to jump on it, you feel like it's a bad judgment call, and that's just that. I feel like you put yourself out there before and you're just not ready to do it, and it's kind of like talking about it so they understand your side of the story. And then the 7 of Spray Cans in reverse. You're also cheated on, or like there's like deception or something, and you're not accepting any offers, and no cheaters. Possibly someone who has like said, hey, I've cheated on this or something like that. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I also want to say that. Like, if they're going into the relationship being like, I've cheated on every single person ever, what makes you think that they aren't gonna do it to you? Like, yeah, sure, I'm sure you might get lucky. You might. But, I don't know. I feel like you have every single right to kind of be like, yo, pump the brakes. Yeah. I feel like you're just being very, very cautious, and I feel like you have good reason to. So if that's the feeling that you need to go with and do it. Do it. Because I feel like, whatever it is, like, you feel like you have a soul connection with this person, but it's a bad judgment because I feel like you feel like they'll cheat on you or do something dirty to you or something like that. And I feel like you're not wrong. There's a red flag in there somewhere where you saw it, so listen to it. All right? Hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. We're going to move the fuck on to Aquarius. You get an oracle. To Pisces. To Pisces. Do that. 119. Oh, Pisces. Pisces. Spirit guides, third eye chakra. Just intuitively knowing things. Like how I do my reading. I'm like, I just heard this and that and that. That's spirit guide telling you stuff. Wow. Deep reading, but I thought I know. Alright, 3 coins. Collaborating with people. The the 8 of Coins. I just heard money, 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 money. This is studying, going to school. 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Cups, and the Palace of Wands in reverse. In the middle, representing you, is the 8 of Coins and the Knight of Cups, and then the King of Cups. Knights turn into kings. That's a glow up. Representing you, your masculine energy of taking control of going to school for what you love, or studying things that you actually love, paying attention to things that you love, and nurturing them and allowing them to grow and mature into, like, emotionally intelligent things. You being emotionally intelligent upon those things, okay? Like, not reacting to your emotions upon them. Does that make sense? Anyways, the 3 of Coins into the Palace of Wands. That's collaborating with other people and not, like, working with people. But then it's not like, I feel like it's like liking the people that you work with, but the work itself kind of fucking sucks. That's what I thought. To the 5 of Swords in reverse. This is fighting with them, collaborating with people, having fights, not having it work, coming out of fights, truths are being said, and then it's like, I feel like you are focused on, I don't know, going forward with your heart on your sleeve and not being an emotional wreck. This is having a lot of momentum to move forward and then getting fucked in the Hermit and being left alone. If you're not liking the people that you're working with, again, this is kind of like same old song and dance. There's a reason why this truthful fight is coming up over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then it's like brushing it under the rug and trying to move forward and then like not reacting to it and just allowing things to happen because there's a whole bunch of love there. Like, I feel like you are a very mature person in this situation. You understand that you need to, like, I don't know, focus on your emotional intelligence on this and not reacting to the situation. Because I feel like you're just trying to move forward through, like, being fucked over and all this. To the 3, having thick skin to what other people say. This is kind of, I feel like this is, like, really seeing that you're getting fucked over and then just biting your tongue and not even saying anything. And trying not to allow, or not allowing it to get to you because you're the more mature person in the situation. I feel like you're the smarter person. You see what's going on here. You're not dumb. And I just heard you'd rather be by yourself. This is having butterflies in your stomach and being excited about the future, but when she's in reverse, she's not so excited about the future anymore. She's kind of nervous about it, and she has, like, self-esteem issues, and that's from other people giving it to her. So I feel like whatever situation you're in right now, you're kind of nervous about forward movement with these people in this situation because you're not, like, I feel like you have to be the mature one in it all the time. You're the one, you know? So the 7 of Wands is always standing up and fighting for, like, yourself. This is the struggle. It is a struggle, but I feel like you're going to come out on top on this one. All right? Even though these people, I want to be like, these people make you feel some sort of way. And I want to be like, by you ignoring it and kind of being like, not reacting, not ignoring it, allowing it to be, and just not letting it get to you in the same manner as it used to, okay? You're going to have more success, okay? The High Priestess. And you intuitively know to, like, go for it. She's in reverse, so it's kind of like being very, very secretive, not really talking about your struggle, and keep on going forward and having a hard time. Like, this is very, like, the people around you are really bugging you. Shit. They really are. Deep down inside, you're reacting to it very, very calmly and maturely and everything like that. And there's a love because, you know, so I feel like that's how you would handle people that you love. You're not gonna fucking freak out on them and be a dick. No, you're gonna be okay with it. You're gonna work with it. You're gonna try and fix fights but this one's hard. This one's like, this is steps too. This is going through a struggle and coming out on top, though, because you remained calm and fought for what you believed in. One more and then we're moving on. The Emperor. This is also being in reverse, too. It's like needing to step up and delegate your shit and take care of your own. It's divine masculine. This is kind of trying to find your place a little bit. And it's a struggle. But not reacting, going forward in a loving, caring manner. And focusing on being the mature adult in the situation, you know what I mean? And knowing that not everything is going to be easy. People are going to make you feel some sort of way. Not everyone is your best friend in that. You are going to get kind of screwed by the people that you work with sometimes. But standing there and fighting through it and staying like emotionally intelligent and not allowing what they say get to you. Alright. I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. Until next time, much love. Peace.